Welcome back. This is going to be our Algebra 2 sequence and series homework lesson number 5, geometric series homework review part 5. I hope you guys been catching the other ones 1 through 4. Basically doing for these last few questions a video for each one to make sure that everything is explained and maybe looking at things a little bit differently besides using a formula. So again, also please give this video a like if you find this video helpful, and of course subscribe to the channel. All those likes really do help us out. All right. Now, number 8. A college savings account is constructed so $1,000 is placed in the account on January 1st of each year with a guaranteed 3% yearly return in interest applied at the end of each year to the balance of the account. Is done. This is repeatedly done. How much money is in the account after the $1,000 deposit at the beginning of the 19th year? Okay. Show the sum that leads to your answer, as well as any relevant calculations. All right. So, in the January 1st of our first year, right? We're doing this. Well, I'm gonna actually work backwards here. In our 19th year. All right, in the 19th year, you're putting in, because again, the whole idea is that how much money is in the account after $1,000 is placed at the beginning of the 19th year. So it's not at the end of the 19th year, but the beginning of the 19th year. So here, year 19, at the beginning of year 19, we have $1,000. At the beginning of year 18, we have $1,000, but also we have has gotten the 3% at the end of year 18. So at the end of year 18, we have 1,000 times 1.03. Okay, in year 17, you put $1,000 in there, and you got the 3%. So 1.03, and then that was at the end of year 17. At the end of year 18, you got another 1.03%. Well, you got another 3% added, so multiply by 1.03. And we see in this case that we're going to be doing this over and over again. So for year 16, at the beginning of year 16, we put 1,000. At the end of year 16, we'll have 3% added, and then end of year 17 is going to be 3% of the total added, and then in the year 18, 3% added. Now we're not at the end of year 19, but you'll notice in this case that we're working backwards instead of going from the very beginning part. And we'll see in this case that we're going to add all these together because we're looking for the sum. And so we want to figure out, well, at year 1, at the end of year 1 is 1,000, and so at the end of year 1 you'd have 1.03, and then in year 2 1.03, and in the year 3 1.03, and so we see in this case, how many times though? All right, and we see here that it would be all the way to, in this case, 1.03, and it would be, in this case, 18 times. Okay? You say, why 18? Well, we see in this case, and they're saying, well, again, why 18? Well, from year 19 to year 18 is once. From year 19 to year 17, that's twice. From year 19 to 16, that's 3 times. So what we're doing is to figure out how many times is the nth one, the year 1 going to be, it'll be 19 minus 1. So basically multiply by 18 times here. So you go, okay, but what does this mean? Well, we're going to see in this case that we're going to have, really working backwards, we're going to take 1,000 plus 1,000 times 1.03 to the first, plus 1,000 times 1.03 to the second, and add them all up with 1,000 times 1.03 to the 18th power. Not the 19th power, basically because we have only taken the interest on that very first one 18 times. Now this can be quite a bit to do. So we're going to use our formula for our sum here. This is where the sum formula for geometric series really helps out a lot. So you're wondering, well, what goes in here? Well, again, our formula is a1 times 1 minus r to the nth power over 1 minus r. And here, our a1 is going to be 1,000. Again, why do we do it backwards? Backwards, well, I want to figure out, I did this backwards because of the fact it is a lot easier to start from the 19th here. At the beginning of the 19th here, that's where we are. We're only putting 1,000. That's our very first one. Okay, so we will see that if we're adding from year 19, year 18, year 17, year 16, we're going to be adding, we'll see in this case here, this is year 19, year 18, year 17. Okay, oops, sorry about that. This is year 17. Ooh, okay, yeah, kind of like that. All right, so the third one is year 17, and then for the last one here is year 1. I'm adding up all these different terms. Year 1. Sorry, my handwriting's terrible. So our A1 value is 1,000. Our R value is going to be, we're multiplying by 1.03 because of the fact it's a 3% yearly return. So we're not just taking 3% of 0.03, it's 1.03. We're adding 1 plus the rate. 1 plus the rate. Okay? And then finally, our N value will be, in this case, we'll fit not 19. Not 19. Well, in this case, how many terms do we have in this case? We have 1, 2. Actually, it will be 19 terms. Because A1 is 19th term. A2 is 18th. A3 is 17th. Therefore, the nth term is going to be, in this case, 19. So we're going to plug in these values in here, okay? So yes, n will be 19 because the 19th term will be year 1. And year 19 will be their first term. This is kind of a strange switchy thing here. So here we go. So S of 19 is equal to 1,000 times 1 minus parenthesis 1.03 close parenthesis to the 19th power all over 1 minus parenthesis 1.03. Do you need the parenthesis one? No, not really. So if you do type this in the calculator, you do 1,000 parenthesis 1 minus 1.03 to the 19th, close parenthesis, divide by open parenthesis, 1 minus 1.03, close parenthesis. So you can do without the double parenthesis here because it's not positive, not negative number, or is a fraction. So let's do this here. We have 1,000. All right, so 1 minus 1.03 raised to the 19th power, close parenthesis, and we're dividing by open parenthesis, 1 minus 1.03, close parenthesis. And we're going to get, in this case, a total of $25,116.87. So it's down $25,116.87. 87 cents, and I round up to the nearest penny. So yes, so the sum in this case, as I said before, $25,116.84. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me give us a page here so you can see everything. Again, the hard part was trying to set up your geometric sum, meaning in this case, how is this working out? We know we're multiplying by 1.03 every single time, but the 19th entry is our Y1, while our first entry, and is how much we made since year 1, will be our last entry, meaning our last total amount. So we count backwards. This is really where it's kind of an interesting way of approaching this also. And that's how I was approaching. So thinking about how should we approach this and everything, because I don't think I want to do it the other way. I know our formula kind of works around this way of finding our first term, R value, and of course the n number of terms. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching this. I hope this was helpful. Again, please leave any questions or comments below in the comment section. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Turn the notification bell, hit that notification bell to be alerted when new videos are added to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Take care. See you in our next and last video for this homework.